Okay, good morning, everybody. I thought today I'm just going to do a regular stitch with me so that I can spend a little bit more time stitching and not reading comments. I'll go back to doing live ones again after the first of the year. So this one's just going to be a chat and talk, or talk and yeah, just a talky one. Okay, 3799. See, already I have to stop and look for numbers. Okay, so how is everybody today? Are you all ready for Christmas? I still have all my wrapping to do. All my shopping has been done for quite some time, but I haven't wrapped a thing yet. And I just said to my husband this morning, I said, I better get busy with that in case I don't have enough wrapping paper. I don't want to be down to the last minute and have to not have any place open to get wrapping paper. So that will probably be the plan for tomorrow. So to wrap up things and finish that up. So I hope all of you are ready for Christmas and have a wonderful, okay, Odie, no. Have a wonderful holiday with your family and friends. I got my kitty cat here on the table with me, and he's persisting in wanting to get a hold of my thread. Sneaky little thing. He doesn't actually play with the thread itself. What he likes is the wrappers. For some reason, he just likes to play with the little round wrappers that are on the floss. I don't know. He's a strange dude, but we love him just the same. So I did want to let all of you know, in case I forget, and I will post a link to this in the comments. I started another group. For those of you that are interested, with the help of the members of the For Love of Diagonal Cross Stitching group, we were able to collect enough funds to pay for a full year on Zoom. And Zoom is a virtual, I guess the easiest way to explain it is it's a virtual chat room where people can go on and talk with each other in real time, okay? And they can either have their camera where it's focused on them as an individual, or focused on at a distance on them and their stitching, or if you want to just focus on your stitching, you could do that too. But it is a place to just come and chat together like you're sitting at a retreat. People seem to really be enjoying it and having a really good time in the room since I started it, and I'm really glad for that. What I did do though is I started the people that want to participate in that stitching room. I started it as a separate group because some people were concerned that so much communication about the stitching room was on the For the Love of Diagonal Cross Stitch group, and that was upsetting to some folks, and that's okay. That's fine, and it did make more sense to start a separate group for people to communicate about that. And what they're communicating there is, hey, I'm on Zoom. I'm in here by myself. Anybody want to come and join me? That type of thing. So I can understand that in the regular diagonal cross stitching group, to see all the posts for that could get a little bit old, and you lose track of people who are posting the updates on their stitching. So that's fine. So I created another group this morning to do all of that, for people to communicate about Zoom when they're on. Hey, do you want to meet me there at such and such a time, or whatever? So I hope people continue to use it and continue to make new stitching friends. The times I have been on, it has been just a blast. It has been so much fun. If you're a member of the Diagonal Stitching group, you're already pre-approved to join this group. If you're not on Facebook and you want to be part of the stitching group, if you put a note in the comments, then I will see that you get the number, because you have to enter 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to enter a 10-digit number in order to I'm going to sneeze, sorry. In order to enter the room. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's that time of year. So if you leave either that, or you can send me an email I also made a separate email address from my own personal one for stitching and floss tube related things. So I will also put that in the comments or in the drop down box. My email is now needlebug, NEEDLEBUGG @gmail.com. So if you send me an email and you're interested in the stitching room, then I will email you back the code in order to get in. Okay. I don't want to necessarily post it in the drop down comments, because I really don't want trolls and spammers and all of that kind of stuff. You know, all of those people that are out there not very well meaning. I don't want those people in the group, especially since it is a virtual group, and that just would not be a very good thing in my opinion. So if you are interested, please send me an email. I will, before I give anybody the number or approve them, I will double check. So make sure that in the email you, how can we do this? Send me a picture of something that you are stitching. It doesn't have to be something current, but something that you are stitching or have stitched, because most people that enter this room are going to be stitching while they are talking to one another. That's the idea. It's meant to be like you're at a stitcher's retreat, only we're just doing it over the internet. So send me something in that email that would prove to me that you are in fact a stitcher and not just someone who wants to get in there just for the sake of getting in there. If you have a Facebook page, I will also be checking that to verify who you are and that you are a legitimate person. And in the subject line, please put in virtual stitchers room. I'm counting here. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm getting into a lot of colors here. We're getting the top of a tree. Okay. So, the new year is going to be upon us. How many of you are participating in the many stitch-alongs that are out there? I've thought about it. I did join a few of them in the hopes that I can get some stitching accomplished on some of my works in progress. I think it's Full Coverage Fanatics. Oh, I can't get comfortable today. I really got to get another chair. Full Coverage Fanatics has one that's called 20 in 20, which is to accomplish 20,000 stitches on one project in the year 2020, which I thought, oh, that's really interesting. Seems really interesting and seems like it would be really doable. At least for me anyway. I have been averaging usually 300 to 400 stitches a day. So 20,000 stitches really wouldn't take me that terribly long. So I'm considering doing that one. I haven't come up with any yet for our group. So if any of you have any suggestions, please do let me know. I'd like to make them pretty loose, so to speak, where it's not such a big commitment for people. So if you have suggestions, let me know. I really liked the 20 for 20. What did I do with my little note on some of the others? Hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, good Lord, I'm losing myself here this morning. Oh, here it is. Oh, my cat's got my table all befuddled. Oh, okay. Full Coverage Fanatics is also doing one called National Parks that has 5 different tiers. If you do all 5 tiers, you would end up with 100,000 stitches for the year. which sounds like fun. I'd love to get 100,000 stitches done on something this year. And I forget if that one can be different projects, or if it all has to be on the same project. I'm sorry if you hear me ritching around. I'll get myself settled yet. I'm having back troubles today, and it's just not what I really need to do is go get a different chair. But anyway, National Parks has 5 different tiers. The ultimate total is 25 parks, I believe. And for each national park, you have to stitch 4,000 stitches. So that sounded interesting. Even if you didn't do all 5 tiers and just did a few of them or one of them, it still would get you a lot. Virtual Stitchers, and that's Sammy Joe's group, also has stitch-alongs planned throughout the year. It's each month, I think they have a different theme or a different subject, which that also looked interesting. So you might want to check those out. And there's another one called Mythological Stitching Challenge, and that's related to mythology and vampires and anything mythological. And then there's different themes that will go along with that. I believe it's every month. So I also joined that one. I'm still deciding what I want to do there, if I really want to participate in that or not, because some of them are related, like something with red and how you relate that to, say, a vampire feeding. And I can't remember. I don't remember all the things that I read, and then there was something about sparkles, and I'm gonna sneeze again, folks. Sorry about that. So it sounded like it could be interesting. I want to check out more of what the challenges are. Sorry about that, folks. I'm really not catching a cold. At least I don't think I am. But yet, every time I sit down to do something, my nose gets drippy. So please excuse my nose blowing and what have you. So those are some stitch-alongs. So if you have any ideas for a stitch-along for our group, let me know, and we'll try and get something planned. Or if you want to just participate in the ones in other groups, that's fine too. Because I'm really interested in the national parks and the 20 for 20 ones myself. So, but I will gladly try and put together something in the Diagonal Stitchers group if people are interested in that. Boy, wouldn't you know, when I picked to do stitch with me. I'm having all these one stitch wonders. Doesn't it just figure? Oh, let me end this thread, and then I want to demonstrate something for you. And I'm sorry, I don't remember who the person was, but someone asked me about getting to the back of your work, flipping your stand on this new stand that I got, this Nerge stand, which, by the way, folks, I absolutely love it. Now, this is a sit-on stand. You sit with it, and like you put the base of it underneath your thighs, and this sits and comes up between your legs. And it's fabulous. I absolutely love it. But some people were having trouble to get to the back. I should mention it only holds hoops. It does not work with Q-snaps because this, let's see, I'll take it apart here. See if you can see. This mount is not wide enough. I hope I'm getting that in the frame because honestly, the way my camera is, I can't see what I'm recording. So this is not wide enough for a Q-snap, but it holds the hoops perfectly. And then you just tighten this up, okay? So to get to the back, and again, I hope I can get this in the frame well enough. Okay, let me turn it this way. All right, here, let me stand up here and see if I can at least peek a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. This knob here, you can loosen this, and then this flips back. Okay. However, for me, that doesn't flip back far enough. So, okay, I'm going to make you all a little funny here. I'm going to take this out of my stand. Ouch. Okay. So, for me, let me go over here where I have a little more room. Okay. So, normally, you would undo this knob here. Hold on, folks. One-handed here is a little difficult. But if you undo that knob, this will just flip up. Only, as you see, it only goes so far, and it's a little hard to get to the back. So if you undo this second knob down here, all right, you can take the whole thing back much further, okay, and get to the back of your work a whole lot easier. So I hope that helps. Honest to goodness, I can't remember your name, but I hope that helps how to get to the back of your work a little bit easier. And like I said, this is a little difficult with, there, say hello to Odie. Odie's visiting this morning. He's my stitching helper. He's now sound asleep. Okay. He's now sound asleep. I don't know where my other guy is. He's around here someplace. Okay. Oh my goodness, this was really loose. Okay. Okay, don't look at my mess. There's my Kati. Now let's see if I can put you back. Actually, I'm going to have this just be rather short today. Here we go. account of I have stuff to do, like stuff to wrap and whatever before Christmas, but I just did want to let you all know that that there was a new group started for the people that want to go in the Stitchers room. And as I said, if you send me an email to Needlebug, NEEDLEBUGG @gmail.com, I will send you the code after I verify that you are a Stitcher. And if you can send me any information that verifies that, that would be great. That would help a lot, so that I don't have to do a lot of research to try and figure out who's who, and that you are a legitimate Stitcher and would enjoy participating in that group. So I did want to let you know that. But most of all, I wanted to say thank you to everyone for sticking with me throughout this year. It has been really fun getting to know everybody and talk with everybody and spend time on the live videos. Have been really, really fun. I have really enjoyed those, and I hope all of you have too. So that has been a blast, and that's what has prompted setting up the virtual stitching room. And most of all, I wanted to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas, a happy holiday season, a happy Hanukkah, or whatever it is that you celebrate. I hope that you enjoy this season and take this opportunity to all be kind to everyone and pass that kindness on. It is contagious. And just a smile, or just a hello or a nod, or passing somebody on the street, and just smiling at them can be something that will make their day and feel better. Or a small compliment like, "Oh, I really like your hat," or "Hey, your hair looks really nice today," or something like that. This world needs more people to be kind and giving in those ways. If everyone did something like that once a day, this could be a much better place. So with that, folks, I am going to wish you all a very merry holiday season. Enjoy time with your friends and your family. Family is so very important. So do enjoy the time that you spend with them this season. And I will be back after the first of the year. I'm not going to do any more videos this year. So I will be back. I will see people in the virtual stitching room over the holiday season. But I will not be back for any videos or any live videos until the first of the year. So with that, I'm going to say goodbye and see you on the other side next year. Bye-bye.